Alright, back at it again. It's been a long week. Saturday morning, I did a little bit of work during the week. Mounted some brackets, welded these straight. The front is solid because it still has a tilt bed system. Put these, just reclaimed wood. It was some pallet boards, some nice 1x6s. I coated them with some lacquer. Got some little hinges, some stainless screws, made some little end caps. Had some stainless clasp. They lock up nice. Got wheel spacers in the mail for the adapters for the new rubber, going from a 25 to a 30. Some used bighorns. A buddy of mine owns an ATV shop. He ended up giving them to me, doing some work. Some other pieces and parts. Got the rest of the little bed, more wood. I'm gonna end up putting all the wood on and then coating it down the road. So without further ado, I guess I'll get started. I have a little issue with this wheel here. It's a little wobbly once I jacked it up the other day. So I'm gonna have to check that out. May just need to tighten up that castle nut on the bearing. May pull the bearing just to see what's going on with it. We will find out. Alright, I got the first wheel off. I'm just going to tighten that castle nut just a little bit. Tighten it up, back it off a little. That's all she needed. These are lug centric, but they also sit pretty snug on the hub. Torque spec's pretty important. Not for me. You see there's a pretty good difference in meat there. These ones are, the stock ones weren't bad. This is a Easy Slip paint, graphite based coating. I've used this on quite a bit of things over the years that have to be, or end up getting in the mud and sand and things like that. It just makes everything so much easier to clean later on. I mean, yeah, I had pressure wash this, but everything didn't come off. It's not perfect, but neither am I. Make sure you get it on your rotor there. And the exhaust, anything else. good as new. Definitely more tire because that side was off the ground 3 inches, 2.5, 3 inches. And I'm barely. Barely making it on there now. We'll finish them with a lug wrench. That was a lot more tire than I thought it was going to be. That's, it doesn't look like a whole lot more, but when they're on there, it does. I think those Polaris rims look a lot better than the factory steel as well. I'm going to try and put these wider tires on the front of my mud mower as well. I might be able to just spin the rim around like that, have them stick out a little more, and then get some spacers for the back. Get some 5 on 4.5 for the back, because it's a Craftsman tractor, which is same as the old Dodge Chrysler. Just paint over the sand, gives it that good texture look. Get in there on the bushings. Caliper, now it's a racing caliper. So I only live probably half an hour away from Hogwaller. If you're not in Florida or from Florida, you might not know about it. It's a big mud bog, Jeep trails and all kind of stuff. Kind of a play area, redneck paradise, whatever you want to call it. Haven't been over there in years, and I would like to take this out there just to see what kind of reactions I get, what people say, just for the hells of it. Still have to do some testing. I gotta get it out to my buddy's house, make sure it's gonna hold up. I'm gonna get an extra belt. So these lugs are 12 millimeter, the newer style Polaris, and these are 3/8 24, but I'm still going to run them because it's not going to be high speed, not highway use or nothing like that, and they're lug centric, so it's going to pull it to where it needs to be. It's not like these tires are getting balanced and weights on them or anything, so should be okay. And I'm gonna have to order at least a 4 set of lug nuts, because there's, I think, 3 missing on that front and 1 missing on this back, so I'll end up popping that back tire off and that front. What I may do is put 2, actually I'll leave 3 on that side, 2 on that side, and 1 back there, so I'll end up just popping all the tires off again when they show up. It won't take but a minute. I actually had ordered some little short ones like this, but did not realize that the 3/8 24 would actually be bigger, because these are actually designed to go down in there. They'll fit in the hole in here, but it leaves you 0 room for a socket. I did think of hitting them with a grinder, knocking them down a little bit, quite a bit, where they would fit down in there. Still might. I mean, what, I need to do 4 of them? Save me 20 bucks, 10 bucks, whatever, maybe. Cross that bridge in a minute. I actually like how they stick out a little bit. I could make it where the board sticks out for fender, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, Lord. It is hot out here. It is like 9:30 Saturday morning, and it is probably close to 90 degrees already. Like 100% humidity, I'd say. It is crazy out. No, they're tight. Yeah, these rims look way better. And you get the board out, ground the clearance back. Clear. Yeah, these are touching the ground already. Like, that's so crazy. At least it puts me into a 14-inch rim too, because you can get some pretty cheap, like light truck tires and such. Now for the super fun side. Yeah, they've done something here. They got a little bolt, washers. Yep. 9/16. 9/16 non-impact. Oops. There is 0 threads. That is a weird looking bolt. It's like almost like a castle nut. It's, I don't even want to know. Lock washer. Oh, baby. At least it's not a nut and a bolt. There's some thread damage on this one. Good thing I'm putting wheel spacers on there. Don't really plan on taking them off because I don't think they will come off. Say they hold 35, I'll balloon a little bit. Put them at 25. They're going to end up getting drawn down and slimed anyway. This one is down. I had 35 in it the other day, and it was down to 15. And they're maxes too. Shop. Got some pretty decent screws the other day. They're a Phillips head, slightly hardened. They're only going to stick through the wood about that much, just enough to grab into that 16 gauge. I did start to stain these boards to help protect them, but after I spilled a whole thing of stain all over myself and the ground and my boat trailer, I said, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I am just going to put these boards on, and then I'll hit them with some lacquer, like some clear, and come back and coat them with some truck bed liner, and it lasts as long as it lasts. I mean, this thing's going to be working around here, our little mini farm, because my mud mower is nice, but I have to haul a trailer everywhere I go, and I really like to take it out into the swamp. And I ain't having to hook it up and unhook it and everything else. So I'm not going to do that. Just like that. That up. I gotta get some carabiners, some small ones. I got some little clippies to help hold the thing, make sure it stays closed, but I don't like them. They're kind of a pain to operate. I'm actually just going to kind of get them up tight to each other, but I'm going to hold them off the inside edge a little for cleaning and other purposes. I don't want to have to rip an odd size or two down. Got about a 1/2 inch gap. About the same. Yeah, there we go. And we basically just go to town. We'll start in this corner. wow, that thing's super heavy now. So I'm going to be ordering some 250-pound gas shocks, and they're going to mount down there on a frame somewhere. They're like 20-inch. Probably use that one as well. I mean, that's right here. I'm probably at 45, 50 pounds. It's going to be at least that right there. Still got a little bit of shimmy to it, but it's fine. It's not, mainly it's just going to be for maintenance. A lot of people probably won't agree with the way I do things. Say I rig it or whatever, but I mean, I don't have a massive budget and I work a lot, so I have to do what I can with what I have. Like this was free. I stripped the wood off some pallets at work. Do a bunch of work for a guy at the ATV shop. So I got some free tires, free you know what? I may just rock the wood look. Except I have two blue ones over there, but it is what it is. So that's pretty much it for today. Got the new shoes on there. I think they look pretty good. Way better improvement over what was on there. Just got to get a couple cans of slime. I'm going to put one in each. Mounted the fire extinguisher the other day. I have to get this thing to the shop and get some metal. Trying to decide whether I'm just going to do a bunch of expanded metal to kind of keep it light for like the floor and down there and everything. Honestly, I'm thinking that's the route I'm going to go. Make some kind of doors. Use some expanded foam. I'm going to keep the little bumper. I did mount the lights. I got them all hooked up. Still have to do a little more stuff. I have a winch over there that's going to get mounted pretty soon. And this thing just keeps getting a little higher off the ground. So this is a little evening walk around. Those lights, you won't see those from the front. There's going to be some panel there. And that's like a dome light. Not super, super bright. Just give it a little something. I actually want to put a light underneath the tilt bed. It shines down on the engine. Gives you just enough to kind of see what you're doing. You turn the headlight on. Close.